first oil change went pretty well. Now I'm going to go ahead and add the next batch for the break-in period. And then I'm going to try and troubleshoot various leaks that I got going on here. See if I can get them fixed. No. Now I'm going to pull and address these leaky little head studs one at a time. I got a couple ideas that might work. I was thinking that I may have a grommet or something that can create a seal between the stud and the casting of the head. And if that doesn't work, then I'm thinking just some RTV, but that'd be a little sloppier. So we'll see which is better. Yep, there's a bunch of oil in there. So now it's not as big of a deal with head studs because this isn't the part that's really getting tightened, but it's still a good idea, in my opinion, in this situation to go ahead and suck any oil out of there so it doesn't get trapped between the threads and hydraulically damage the block as it gets tightened. I think I got a decent solution here. I'm just going to put 3 O-rings right underneath the washer, and I think that is probably going to seal this up pretty nicely. And if you're wondering what size they are, I just went to my generic O-ring kit here, and it's this one in the kit, 010. We'll do a little experiment and see if this does the trick. I hope that it will, because this is cleaner than RTV. Got the stud bottomed out in the block. Now I'm going to do the same torque procedure that I did when I first assembled the engine, 3 equal steps. And then I will go ahead and do the other stud as well. Alright, studs with the O-rings are in place now. I'm going to push the car out, fire it up, see how it does, see if that's fixed, and then figure out where exactly the leak is coming from on this side. I have a feeling that it might be because I didn't replace the seal on the S14 oil filter head from the E30 M3 that I installed. I thought it would be okay, but apparently not. I don't know. So the good news is, it seems that my idea with the O-rings on the head studs is working pretty well, but unfortunately it looks like I'm going to have to reseal the oil filter head there. The goodies finally showed up in the mail to where now I can fix hopefully what I think is the last leak, and then I can go and break this thing in for real. Sometimes you just know something is going to make such an enormous mess that you just kind of throw down a pan, and then whatever happens, happens. Now I'm going to do what I should have done from the beginning and go ahead and replace the cap for the bypass valve. Now these are getting torqued to 18 foot-pounds. Alrighty, got her all buttoned back up. Hopefully this thing is just a little more oil tight. improvements have been made, but I am still seeing some oil pooling around this lower fitting. So I'm gonna try tightening it maybe. I know that the crush seal isn't in the best shape. I hope that the housing isn't cracked. That was the other thing, as I was thinking that there might actually be a little hairline crack in there. So I'm gonna try tightening that down. If that doesn't work, I'm gonna replace the crush seal. You know, like an idiot, I overlooked the fact that this fitting actually has a little recess for an O-ring in there. So I'm gonna try that instead. Alrighty, one more time. This time it's gonna work, I know it. That seems to have cured the last of the leaks with the oil filter head. They really overcomplicated the hell out of that design, but I think we're in business now. And let's see how the studs are doing. I'm gonna try just snugging up the bolts on the Dizzy housing, and maybe that'll do the trick. So far, old new tired iron here isn't too enthusiastic about keeping all its blood inside of it. Alright, those little bolts on the distributor housing got one extra ugga-dugga, and now I'm going to go deaf-blind and stupid to see if that sealed the leak or not. Alright, that's no big deal. It's just coming from the O-ring on the coil pack mount that goes into the distributor housing. Alright, I got her maneuvered a little bit there. Let's see if that does the trick. Alright, what did I do? Well, I'll tell you what, I think I got that all dialed in now, but I really pulled a real stupid here. I left this unplugged when I was cranking, and I think I might have fried something, because I reconnected it and everything was as it was, and I went to start it again and we got nothing. We got no spark, and I smell the spicy water coming out of here. It's getting a little too late for troubleshooting, but I'd still call this, you know what, no, this is one step forward, two steps backwards, because now I got an electrical issue to solve. But on the bright side, I think this thing is done leaking, at least leaking bad. In the next video, I'm going to do some electrical troubleshooting, and I'll show the wiring schematic in case you guys are interested in that, and then hopefully take this thing on its first real outing.